grainy looking because YouTube Live has been just trash lately. This is crazy. Anyways, I'm gonna stop complaining because yeah, that's just the way it is. I don't know why the video's grainy. When I record a video like this, it's fine. Now it's like all zoomed in and grainy looking, man. My phone is not that old. I just got it 6 months ago. Welcome back to It's the Breakfast with the Bull. Um, Look at this breakfast. So I got some Dave's Killer rye bread. Yeah, organic. And then I have some fried eggs. I have a whole bunch of different pods, some bacon, and some hash browns. So this is two things, guys. So this is breakfast with the bull, but this is also the prepper's breakfast. That's right. And I don't mean doomsday prepper. Well, if it's doomsday tincture, then yeah, this would be a doomsday prep. I'm a doomsday prepper. This is how. This is what you want to kind of eat for prepping if you're going to be eating hot stuff all day. Okay? You definitely want the potatoes. The bread's optional. The eggs and bacon just keep you full longer because they have protein in it. So, and some fresh pods. I can't eat fresh pods if I didn't have them potatoes, I'll tell you that. So, Uncle BullCow's going to show you people how to eat breakfast. Nice. Oh, there we go. Over easy eggs. Get that nice drip. See that drip? If you ain't got the drip, you're in the wrong place, money grip. I put a piece of bacon on there and a piece of egg. Then a piece of hash brown. I don't have a knife, so. And then a piece of super hot. Money. Don't forget some Uncle BullCow hot sauce. This is the Jamaican monster mash that I made. It's slamming. You can taste the thyme in it. I got fresh thyme from Miller Savory Seasoning. If you go order some seasoning from them right now, you still got some free tinctures left. What's up, Sergeant Dunn? Sergeant Dunn in the building. For those that don't know me, Sergeant Dunn got some collabos. Always going. One of those being the Doomsday Pecans. People are raving about them. I actually had that little bag myself. I brought it into work. Well, there was like 3 or 4 pecans in it. Just gave my coworkers 1 pecan. They were hooked. They were like, what the heck? So, yeah. All right, so you see how it's going down. We got it's like a little sandwich here. That pot is a little bit soft. I'm not going to eat it. So we'll go on to this one or one of these bad boys. Yeah, let's do that. Rip that pot open. Throw that in there. Make a little taco out of this thing here. Hit it with the old Uncle BullCow Monster Mash, Jamaican edition. Regular Monster Mash is gone for the season. Well, not for the season. It's fermented sauce. Made up everything I could. November was the last batch of that. So, and I stretched it pretty good. Pretty good. I eat a half a bottle of it or more a day, and Mrs. BullCow does also. So, wow. That's money right there. If you like putting a lot of tincture in your coffee, I would suggest a breakfast like this also. If you go on an empty stomach, if you're on an empty stomach and you try to drink a coffee that has too much tink in it, you will be in trouble. Me, if I get up in the morning, don't eat breakfast right away, I'll have tincture in my coffee, but I'll go with a medium tank, or if it's a super hot tank, I just won't put as much. Um, but most of the times I eat breakfast to get it out of the way, even if I'm not hungry. Sometimes I kind of force myself to eat breakfast, and then I will I can drink as much tincture as I want in my coffee. I get lit. Now, they just moved me to another job location. I have probably about 7 to 8 times the workload. No exaggeration at all. And being there, I can't eat breakfast while I'm at work. I just don't have time. So, used to work out good. Sometimes the other location, I would just, bring stuff with me, eat it later on, or I could actually go make. I'd have time to actually go make breakfast if I wanted to. But those days are over. We're in the days now of work, which is fine, I guess. I don't know. My other place, I had a lot of time to help other people out. I'm not able to do that now, and it bothers me. It's been one of the many hard parts of this adjustment. Was I used to do other stuff, and but I have a girl that works with me now. She's an assistant for myself and the other people in the office. She's able to do the stuff I used to do at the other office, and help me if I need it. So, cheers. So the prepper's breakfast. You always want some potatoes, but you want a good amount of them. The other day, I made a low carb wrap, like breakfast burrito, corned beef hash, and eggs. Even though the corned beef hash has potatoes in it, it was not enough. It wasn't enough to stop the calf cramps. So I started getting calf cramps I ate had some of this sauce on it, and then I ate 2 little peppers in the park. These things are hot, and I got calf cramps bad. I had to rush up my family, get them in the car. I have nothing quick to cook in my house. I went to Hardee's and got a burger and fries. Fries work. But I don't like eating out too much. Fast food sucks most of the time. And it's just in today's economy, I like to eat healthy most of the time. Like, not healthy, like, low carb or keto. Not like that. Mrs. BullCow and the kids eat all 100% organic. And so, and they don't eat meat. My daughter Eliza does sometimes, but so I eat what they eat about 50 to 60% of the time. And I try to bring lunch with me to work. And just with the prices of everything now, it's like, man, I can't. Oh, nice burn going. I can't seem to get ahead here. I got $1 raise in November, late November, and gas prices and food prices shot right up. Then I thought I just got a $2 raise. Found out yesterday it wasn't. It's $1. I lost extra money I was getting out of the office, a bonus. I'm back to breaking even again. So, wow, I'm on fire. Pretty good right now. Ooh. My boy Kevin in the building. What's up? Good morning, Kevin. Kevin's up early. You know how I know that? Because he's in Hawaii, guys. And I'm in North Carolina. I think we're about a 6-hour difference. 5 hours? I don't know. Kevin, what time is it there where you are? 5 in the morning? 6 in the morning? I don't know what time it is here. What time is it, Chas? 8:30?
9.
Oh, it's 9 o'clock. Yeah. So Kevin would be. Holy crap! Are you serious? Chastity, guess what time it is where Kevin is? 3:02 in the morning. Wow, bro. I've never been to Hawaii. Although, Kevin, we might come out and see you. My wife has family there. She has family in.
Your reunion's in Colorado. You said you can't go somewhere.
Yeah, but that's because of when it is. I can't get time off then. We're having a family reunion in Colorado. People from Virginia, the people from Hawaii, all over the country. Kind of, maybe that's the central location. I don't know. Why are they doing it in Colorado, hon? You know?
That's where Nanette is.
Since when?
Since always.
No, she was
A
in.
year after we got married.
Oh, yeah, but she was in Virginia when she came and visited us when we were up at that lake. Liza was about 1.5. Oh, yeah, about 1. Okay.
Hussein was already working in Colorado then. He's a
I didn't know that.
professor.
Okay. So they're in Colorado. All right.
And Daryl and everybody lived. Their children live there too.
Hawaii would be doable, though, because we could go in the winter. I'm not growing peppers in the winter. I can't leave for too long. I have peppers growing all over the place. I have nobody that can go water all of them. They're in different counties and stuff. So, in summers, I usually don't take time off anyway. It's miserably hot here. We take time off in the spring. We take time off in September. She does the hot pepper eating contest, and I get caught up on hot sauces. Pod season, first week of September is the busiest. It's the most full blast, full blown. A lot of people that buy pods have, slowed down a little bit. So there's lots of pods out there. I'll have extras this year that I'm willing to part with. Last year I wouldn't sell any peppers. I wouldn't give any peppers away. I mean, I gave a couple out. I sent a box to Grizz and Miller and Tony. That's it though. Because I have to make sure I have enough for my family here, and they lasted me. It's amazing. I actually have peppers left in the freezer. I can make one more huge batch of the blueberry boot sauce, and I can make like a big batch of the pineapple sauce still. And I just made my last Hellfire for the season is a challenge. But it doesn't have to be a challenge. Kevin, you can get a bottle from Jason. You don't have to do the wing challenge with it. It will be on Late for Work website. But so we put together a Hellfire sauce. My Hellfire sauce is always based around grower or collaboration. So the sauce is made the same. It's got black garlic. It's a basic roasted sauce. With the roasted onion, all that stuff. So just a basic hot sauce. My other ones are a little more fancy schmancy. There's ferments going on. There's fruit sauces going on, consomme, stuff like that. With the Hellfire, that's just the basic all-around hot sauce, how most people make it. But I put super hots, all super hots in it. And I always use different growers' super hots. So the last one was Bellray Micro Farm. This one's Bill Corbett's peppers. But we decided to go a little bit one step further with it. And Jason had sent me, this is just regular Mountain Dew, and this is not the, but he sent me a 30 milliliter bottle of this with 10 grams of cap crystals in it. So we we made the Hellfire Late for Work edition, and instead of salt, I used Miller's 13 seasoning. We want to make sure this thing is hot as heck. And then we decided, let's do a challenge with it. Like, somebody, you can go buy 6 chicken wings from wherever or fry them up yourself and pour that whole bottle on 6 chicken wings and eat it. And we'll count it as a completed challenge. I think Jason's giving a bottle of Tink away to anyone that completes the challenge, which is pretty cool. So I'm not going to give you nothing except bragging rights. No. But anyways, I give tons of stuff away. I'm trying to do stuff in the giveaways now on Instagram, because I want people engaged. You know what I'm saying? I did the YouTube giveaways. They were trash. They were terrible. But I want to be able to have more engagement with people. This is one of my daughter's peppers. We thought they were mild and they're not. We lost a tag, so I don't know what it is. I'm gonna try to do a gusher with the Jamaican. Some of it went in there. Some of it went on my hand. There we go. Oh yeah, the Monster Mash gusher. Sauces this year. We got the original lineup: blueberry, pineapple, mean green, but we're gonna stick with the fermented version. We did the roasted tomatillo version last year and stuff. We switched it up a little bit. This year it's gonna be the original, the best one. Of course, the Monster Mash, our #1 sauce, and we are gonna release the yellow mash. So yellow mash is a Monster Mash made with all yellow pods. My wife likes it better. I think I do too. Which is hard to say because this is my favorite hot sauce I've ever had. And this sauce was a complete accident. I made it. I was experimenting. My first ever fermented sauce. I made it. I didn't like it. I said, well, my wife said, it's good, but we'll eat on something. Don't throw it out. Of course I'm not going to throw it out. It wasn't bad. It wasn't, I don't know, something just wasn't right. Well, I know I put the mash in the fridge for a couple of days. Then I made it at the sauce. I still was like, but I literally pasteurized it, put it in bottles, left the bottle on the table. The next morning I was eating breakfast just like this. I didn't feel like getting up to get another bottle of sauce out of the fridge. I go, let me try this stuff on breakfast. Put it on my eggs and hash browns or corned beef hash, one of the two. And I went nuts. I ate half the bottle. I sent out the remaining bottles to some friends that know what they're talking about. And they went nuts. My friend Ted said it's perfection. My friend Carl, I think he ate like half the bottle in his Pintos. Like my brother said he eats it every day on his breakfast. I've been eating it every day ever since. So yeah, it's funny how that works. Another thing when you're making sauces, you are tasting them when it's hot. So trust me when I tell you, if you make sauces, once you get your recipe down, stick with it. When you make a new one, sometimes I say to pause, put the sauce away, throw it in the fridge, come back to it the next day. Or if you have a wife like mine that has a good palate that can tell, taste, use her, because when I make sauces, by the time I get to the end, from tasting it, and it's because it's warm, because it's hot, you're pasteurizing it, your tongue gets all messed up. You start losing your ability to taste flavors like garlic and stuff like that. It gets to where all you can taste is bitters and sours and heat, and even the heat goes away. I'll tell you right now, I've made some crazy sauce, and last night was one of them. We were tasting the new Hellfire, the Late for Work edition, and my wife's like, it's hot, but it's not hot enough. I'm like, it's not hot. It's not hot. Yeah, we got cat cramps just from tasting the sauce. So I went back later on, you know, and tasted it, and it lit me up. We had empty stomach, so we had to be careful at that point in time. But it's like it happens every time I make a new sauce. I'm like, or even some sauce I made for years, and I'm like, the heck is going on? And it's just eating that hot sauce when it's hot. I just made this last week. This is a Jamaican version. It's got fresh thyme in it from Chris Miller. It's got all Caribbean peppers. It's Scotch bonnet MOA. It's got the red, yellow, and orange Scotch bonnet. It's got the Scotch brain, the King Star lemon starburst, which is across half MOA, lime juice, apple cider vinegar, and it's a ferment. But I even this it's cool because I talked about the Monster Mash story. This is the Jamaican version. You know, it don't have all the super hot. It's not the same. And I knew it would taste different. I wanted it to. So my goal was to make a different sauce. Well, when I tasted it, I just had just a mash. I didn't finish. It wasn't finished. And it was the same thing, man. I tried to eat some of my breakfast. I was like, oh, it was like, man, I'm like, it didn't come out how I wanted to. Then I finished it, the sauce, bottled it up, threw a bottle on the table. Next day I get up. I said, oh, yes, it's awesome. And my wife tried it and went nuts over it. So we already ate a jar full of it. And she ate a half a bottle, and I ate more than half of this bottle. And I got 2 bottles left. Then after that, we are monster mashless for quite some time. Well, maybe not quite some time. It's going to be about another month before I have the pods to make a full batch of it. Then I have to ferment it and, do all that, go through that whole process. So it will be a little while, but that's okay. We do have a bottle of the original recipe. So we've kept the recipe the same since batch number 8. Yeah, batch number 8. Batch number 1 was the perfect batch. Batch number 2s and 3s we were experimenting with, and it came out bitter. So we were using the Moruga Scorpions and Reapers in those 2 batches, and trying to figure out what the problem. The first one I didn't know what the issue was, why it was like that. So one of them is actually in the freezer. I saved it. I froze it, the mash, to give to my friend to put around to keep deer away out of the pepper patch. Too bitter. So it was batch number 4. We had actually added carrots to it. We were experimenting. And it was batch number 6 or 7 or something. We used habaneros and super hots or something like that. I don't remember. But then it was batch number, I think it was batch number 8. Batch number 7, I'm sorry. Batch number 7 is where the recipe stayed. We got it down pat to a science. And 8, in batch number 8, we can't remember. Anyways, I do have a bottle of the 8th or 9th batch in the back. And the only chili head that got his hands on that sauce up until that point was Johnny Scoville. Yep. I was hanging out with him in Oxford, and I said, you want a bottle of this? He's like, heck yeah. He said he loves fermented sauces. So we still have that bottle. That's the only one. And we are waiting to review it. And we want to review it right before we get another batch started. We also have 1 bottle of Yellow Mash. We want to review that shortly before we release Yellow Mash, which is going to be a new permanent sauce for 2022. And all that. I'm just rambling, guys. Thank you so much, Kevin. Love you, buddy. Anybody else that's watching, thank you. Sergeant Dunn, thanks for popping in. We got a lot going on, man. My work is very busy in the new place they put me at. Very stressful. So a little bit further of a drive. I have less free time. I don't have lunch breaks. But that stuff will even out at some point. But right now it's going to be getting busy here soon. So just keep an eye out. We might not be doing as many reviews on YouTube. Although Mrs. BullCow is going to take on the new Hellfire sauce tonight. She does not eat meat, so we're gonna probably give her 6 big onion rings, or something that she will eat, and she's gonna let you guys know how hot the sauce really is. Love you guys, Uncle BullCow, breakfast with the BullCow.